Today I bought an insanely fast electric scooter online from the United Kingdom. Let's see how good it is. But before we do that, let's definitely take a second for today's video sponsor helping me afford things like this to show you guys. Raid Shadow Legends. Have you guys ever wanted to have a mobile game that you could just play anytime, anywhere, freaking epic stuff in your pocket anytime? Well, now you guys can. Raid Shadow Legends is a freaking fantastic game, has awesome gameplay, the graphics are insane, lots of champions, there's over 500 different champions with their own skill trees, endless possibilities and strategies. You have the arena, you have campaign maps. I love how reminiscent it is of the RPG games I used to play in my childhood, but Raid Shadow Legends just improves on those games with its outstanding graphics. The attention to detail of the bosses is just amazing. The fastest way to level up your champions is through farming campaign. You grind XP and get loads of silver and a few artifacts at the same time. And last month, Raid just released their biggest update ever. The main event here is the Doom Tower. It's a giant tower with 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 seriously brutal bosses to take on. I've been waiting for this a long time, and I just can't wait to dive in. There's really never been a better time to start playing, and here's the best part. The Raid team is giving away a bunch of free goodies, plus a super special champion to get you started in the boss tower. Bulwark, he's absolutely awesome in Clan Boss, and he's also going to be a big help in the battle against the bosses in the tower. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description. If you're a new player, you'll get your free Void Champion Bulwark, 50 gems, an XP booster, some energy refills, and even an Ancient Shard as soon as you get in game. It's free and there's really nothing to lose, so definitely check that out, link in the description below. Thank you Raid Shadow Legends for supporting my channel. But now, let's get back to the P1 Pro. Freak, dude, this thing already looks insane. Dude, check this suspension out. Like, holy frick, they're legitimate struts. Like, there's 4 legitimate struts on this thing. Yeah, we can probably just throw this one away. Yeah. But let's not stop here. Let's get this thing fully assembled. And there we have it. There is the P1 Pro fully assembled right there. That is Britain's best right there. Can't wait to try it out, see how bad it is. It was very minimalistic. There were less parts definitely to assemble than this one. This one already had pretty much everything on it. Most of the stuff was loosened. You just have to tighten up all the little screws and stuff for the controls. The headlight, of course, comes just disassembled as well. You just have to unscrew 2 screws, screw it back in on the scooter. And then down here, very minimalist package. I mean, it's just the scooter, everything on it. And then there's the keys, there's a key fob, and then there's a charger. And look what they sent me, guys. Good job, United Kingdom. You guys never cease to impress. I'm in America. We have actual electricity here. Anyway, super cool looking scooter here, and I definitely can't wait to try it out. I can't charge it, so let's hope it has a good charge on it. Let's actually check that right now. So there's a power button right here. You just push that bad boy right there. That's a charging point too, by the way. Then you put the key in. Hold down the on button, and there you guys have it. Luckily, it is almost a full charge, so we don't have to like wait around for a charger. Actually, I might even have, that's actually, ooh, I might have one. So let me just run you guys through really quick some safety features that I absolutely like that this one did not have. This really makes me feel a lot safer than being on this one. This neck, it's foldable, so when you fold it up, that one right there has no actual like locking mechanism. So you click it up and you just have to trust that the little piece that clicks in is going to hold. This one, when you put it up, this locks in and you guys can see the groove there. But then this lever, you push really hard to the front and it locks it in there really tight. So I really doubt that would ever be a failure point. And that was one thing about this thing that was super nice. Right when I unboxed it, I was like, yes. And then the handlebars, they have a little adjustment. There's 3, you can see the little 3 holes there on the neck. So you lock it in with this just like a normal bike handlebar kind of thing or seat situation there. But it also has pins here so you know that your handlebars are completely straight. This one, I couldn't tell. I was guessing. I mean, there's no real way to tell if your handlebars are straight or not on this one. And I would ride it and test it right now, but we might as well just, you know, take tomorrow to test it thoroughly. Apparently you can go 50 miles on this thing. I may not go all that way, but we'll at least come close. We'll at least see if those are accurate numbers. Top speed, I don't know if I want to hit that either. Yeah, so anyway, we'll leave that for tomorrow when it's a little warmer, because you know what's even worse than wiping out is wiping out in the cold. Facts. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Today's a good day, and we're back at it with the P1 Pro. I'm gonna get this out. I'm just gonna take it around the neighborhood for just a second, just kind of get a feel for it. Then I'm gonna take it out for a test drive, and then I'm gonna give it a thug score. Brakes work. Yep. All right, I think I got it. It's times like these when I really appreciate life and being alive and not being injured. Why do you think I'm gearing up so much? I've ridden on electric scooters for like a total of 7.5 or 8 miles in my entire life. So let's hope this goes well. And I'm still figuring out a lot of things on this scooter. Nothing to it but to do it, right? All right, it's super slow. That's full throttle right there. Let's see what happens if I push the red button. All right, push the red button. It's a little faster, and I know this thing has a soft start function on it. So, but this is maxed out right here. 25 kilometers per hour is what it's saying, so that's like 15 miles per hour. It feels good though. Cruising at 15 though is no problem. I mean, this is super easy. The one thing I really don't like already is the throttle is legitimately right in front of the brake. So you have to let off the throttle, move your hand, and then pull the brake. So it's like if you're in a sketchy situation, it's either you're mashing this brake really hard or you're accidentally keeping the throttle laid on, or you hit it or something. It's kind of just whack. All right, so I'm gonna try pushing the yellow button. So we have the red button on and the yellow button just disengaged, it looked like. So, so let's try that. Let's see if it's any faster. Oh, I can feel a lot more power on it now. Full throttle is getting up there. We're at 40 kilometers per hour. Oh, frick. I hate the brake. Oh my gosh. I hate this brake. I try to reach for the brake, but you literally, you can't get your finger around it. And even without gloves on, I was having that problem. But that's a lot faster. I pushed that yellow button, it's a lot faster. I actually really like the soft start thing. And I know there's a launch mode. I might try that out in just a bit, but. Okay. Frick. How's it going? Gosh, I hate this throttle. Frick. Okay, I literally need to move this throttle or something, because that is so annoying. While I'm here, I might as well get a top speed, am I right? I'm all geared up. I got nothing to lose except broken arms and stuff. All right, I can't feel myself going any faster. So we'll call that a good top speed. The regen, when it kicks on, it's aggressive, dude. It's like I'm just floating. Check this out. Literally can't even see the scooter. I'm just like floating through the air. Like, let's waft our way over to wherever I need to go. All right, let's go full throttle. Frick, dude. Looks like our max speed on that run was 30.3 miles per hour. So not bad. But they say it can go to 50. I just don't know how to get there. So, nor do I want to. My only complaint for ride quality right now is just the headlights make this whole thing feel cheap. Because these bulbs in the bracket, just listen. They just make this whole thing feel cheap. Ooh, you know what? Maybe it might have just been loose. Okay, there we go. I think that actually probably solved it. All right, let's take it back out and just see how the new throttle position, that already feels a lot better. That picks up though, dude. Just made it to the post office 5 miles later. And another 4 miles. All right, guys, I'm on the trail right now, and it's the funniest thing riding on this thing. When you're passing people, it's mostly older people on this bike trail. You can see them looking at you like, man, that kid's gonna kill himself every time you fly by. I don't know if it comes across how fast this thing is. Let me do a flyby really quick for you guys and show you. I mean, this thing hauls. This thing freaking hauls. All right, that was 65 kilometers per hour. I don't know, that's like 37 something miles an hour. And I just realized this turn signal indicator actually does something. I just walked behind it and look at that. It actually has turn signals. All right, boys, well, I rode this thing, I don't know, 10, 11 miles so far. The odometer says 27 kilometers. Right now, I'm very happy with this thing. I mean, it took me a little while of getting used to actually how it feels and everything, but now I don't feel unsafe at all riding on this thing. I've been going full bore on this thing, like 35 miles per hour everywhere I'm going, and this thing's been rock solid, dude. It's been handling bumps like a freaking champ. You guys can see the battery is 3 or 5 bars currently. Remember though, right when I started, it was at 4 or 5 bars. It's doing remarkably well. This is a lithium ion battery pack, and that thing's big. I mean, I unscrewed the top and looked at it, and it is a hefty battery pack for sure. So I'm expecting their rated 50 miles of range on this thing to actually be pretty accurate. So I'm gonna head home, and by that point I should have around 20-ish or so miles on this thing, and we'll see where the charge is sitting, if it's a good indicator, if their specs are inflated or not. So anyway, let's head home. I really like this thing so far. I wish I could video while I'm riding, but one-handed scootering at high speeds does not work too well. So let's head home, and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. All right, boys, she just died for the first time ever. I think we're right around 20 miles or so on the odometer. Again, it wasn't a full charge, so it may have gotten significantly more. All right, guys, we made it back home, and the scooter did not. But yeah, man, super fun scooter. I mean, this is the fastest little thing between like the electric scooter I had, the electric longboards and everything. This is definitely the fastest one I have ever experienced. I hit around 37 miles per hour. And again, that wasn't even on a full battery. I do kind of want to try out launch mode. It could have also just been holding power back because I had like the soft start kind of program on, but I think we gave it a really good shot. And honestly, I'm still a little self-conscious going super fast on stuff like this, just because, I mean, I still have scars from the longboard crash. Luckily, I didn't break anything, because there's a lot of people messaging me like, hey man, I shattered like 4 different bones, broke like 3 ribs, same kind of accident. And there are 42.4 kilometers on the dashboard. That was on like 4. I mean, if I were to guess, it was more around half charge. It was 4 or 5 bars, but it went down to the 3rd bar really quick. So I mean, again, a smaller rider on this thing, they probably on a very full charge, on a topped off charge, probably would have hit anywhere from 35 to 45 miles. Oh frick. So I don't think their numbers are inflated, but I will say all the components and everything on this thing are rock solid. I mean, at the end, when I got used to riding this thing, I was just full throttle the whole way, no questions asked. It was super smooth to ride on, and I mean, honestly, I actually rode on the street with the cars sometimes, like if I was gonna be turning left or something and I didn't want to wait for all the crosswalks and everything. It was definitely a different experience, like when you're on this scooter and you're literally passing cars just on city streets and whatnot, because they're going like 30 or whatever, and you're just like passing them up. It's definitely a different feeling, because people do not expect that. Anyway, super fun time on this thing. It is actually a form of transportation. Like, this isn't a toy. It's still such new technology that it's actually like a form of transportation that nobody really thinks about it. You know, when people see this thing, they kind of think it's just a toy or something, you know? The P1 Pro, I kind of just want to test it. I want to see what Britain had. I mean, this is a London-based company, and I mean, they did okay. They did okay. My thug score is a 10. I give this thing a 10 in all categories, which is better than the R8 Spider, better than the Ferrari 458, and better than the 2019 Lamborghini Huracan. That's pretty much it. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.